Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, my dear students. Glad to be with you again, with you, Mr. Khalid. Today we are going to discuss some example or some model of exam. It's Kana Governorate exam. As you see here, the first question, choose the correct answer. 1. A space is used to treat the short-sightedness. Here we need to specify how to choose one type of lens to treat the short-sightedness. Of course, our answer will be, I'll give you some chance. Concave lens. Okay, concave lens. Number 2, the unicellular protozoans, such as amoeba, reproduced by binary fission, budding, regeneration, spores. A. Binary fission. Number 3, the scientist who established the modern theory is Laplace, Chamberlain, Moulton, Alfred Hale. The correct answer is Alfred Hale. From the scalar physical quantities is displacement, acceleration, mass, A and B together. The correct answer is mass. It's okay, mass. So mass is a scalar physical quantity, but h of displacement and acceleration is we have two types of physical quantities. First one scalar, second one is vector. So displacement and acceleration is vector quantities, but mass is a physical scalar quantity. Number B, what's meant by the optical center of the lens? The optical center of the lens. It is a point inside the lens, lies on the principal axis in the mid-distance between its faces. It is a point inside the lens, lies on the principal axis in the mid-distance between its faces. Number 2, the relative speed. It is the speed of a moving object relative to an observer. Of course, this observer can be in a state of rest or moving. And if it was moving, it can be in the same or the opposite direction. So it is the speed of a moving object relative to an observer in a state of rest or moving in the same or the opposite direction. Number 3, what's meant by centromere? Centromere, it is the point of connection of the two chromatids of the chromosome. It is the point of connection of the two chromatids of the chromosome. Number C, we have here a problem. A car moves at speed 80 meters per second. If the driver used the brakes to decrease the speed, so it decreases by 2 meters per second squared. Calculate the speed after 12 seconds from using the brakes. First, of course, we should write the given. The given data are V1 equal 80 meters per second. Acceleration equal negative 2 meters per second square, because speed is decreasing here. So acceleration will be negative 2 meters per second square. Delta t equal 12 seconds. V2 is unknown. Our law is A acceleration, A equal V2 minus V1. divided by delta t. It means v2 equal a times delta t, acceleration times time, between brackets, then plus v1 negative 2 times 12 equal negative 24 plus at equal 56 meter per second. So the speed will be 56 meter per second. Question number 2. Complete the following statements. 1. The result of multiplying a speed of a moving object and time equal chance equal distance equal distance. Number 2. The spindle fibers are formed during the cell division in the spindle fibers are formed during the cell division in prophase. Number 3. The speed time graph of motion at uniform speed is represented by what? By a space line. A straight line. By a straight line. Parallel to the space axis, parallel to the x axis, of course, we mean here the time axis. Number 4, the incidence light rays parallel to the principal axis of the concave mirror. Again, the incident light rays parallel to the principal axis of the concave mirror, they will reflect passing by or passing through the focus. Number 5, and the last question and complete. The sun takes about space million years to complete one rotation around the center of the galaxy. Of course, it takes 220 million years. So the sun takes about 220 million years to complete one rotation around the center of the galaxy. Number B. What happened when? What happened when? Number 1. Putting a yeast fungus in a warm sugary solution. Putting a yeast fungus in a warm sugary solution. Someone remind me, what is the type of reproduction in yeast? What is the type of reproduction in yeast? Of course, it is budding. It is budding. So, if we put yeast fungus in a warm sugary solution, it will reproduce by budding as follow. Can you see here with me? These are the steps of budding reproduction of yeast. First step, a bud emerges as a literal bulb in the cell. Second step, the cell nucleus divides mitotically into two nuclei. One of them remains in the parent cell and the other migrates to the bud. The bud grows gradually and remains connected to the parent cell until it is fully grown. After that, we have two choices, two possibilities. First one, the bud remain connected to the parent cell, forming a colony. This is a colony. Or the bud separates from the parent cell and becomes a new fungus. Here we have two possibilities. It may remain connected to the parent cell or separate from the parent cell. Number two, what happens when? Number two, the gravity between the sun and planets which rotate around it is vanished. Again, the gravity between the sun and the planets which rotate around it is vanished. The result can be the solar system will be destroyed or disappeared. There will not be solar system. All planets will move freely in the space. Number three, show. Number C, show only by drawing the formation of the image that's equal to the object by convex lens. Show only by drawing. This question is show only by drawing the formation of the image that's equal to the object by convex lens. Of course, it is the state when the object is formed or is found in a distance equals the radius of the curvature, as we see here. This is the object. The object lies here at a distance equal radius of curvature, or it is found at the center of curvature of the lens. This is the first light ray parallel to the principal axis. It emerges passing through focus. Then it is the second light ray passing through optical center. It emerges without refraction. This is the point of intersection here, the position of the image. So the image is equal to the object. Number C. Question number 3. Put true or false sign in front of the following sentences. Number 1. The object speed increases by decreasing the time needed to cover a certain distance. Of course, by decreasing the time, the object speed will increase. So, number 1 is true. 2. The distance of the object from the plane mirror is more than the distance of its image from the mirror. Of course, it is what? It is wrong. Okay, it is wrong because the distance of the object from the plane mirror is equal to the distance of its image from the mirror. Number 3, the sexual reproduction keeps the genetic structure of the living organism. Of course, it is not true, it is false, because the asexual reproduction keeps the genetic structure, or the sexual reproduction guarantees the variation in genetic structure. Number 4, when a moving object travels by regular speed, it means uniform speed. Speed doesn't change. When a moving object travels by regular speed, it is said that it is moving at a regular acceleration. Yeah, of course, false. Why? The acceleration here will equal or will be equal 0. Sun is the biggest star that can be seen clearly by people on Earth. It's true. B. Compare between each of the following. Compare between each of the following. Meiosis division and mitosis division according to the site of occurrence. Meiosis takes place in reproductive cells, but mitosis takes place in somatic cells. Number 2, real image and virtual image according to the definition. Real image, it is the image that can be received on a screen, but virtual image, it is the image that can't be received on a screen. Number C, mention one use or one importance for each of the following. Light year. Light year, it is used to measure the distance between stars in the universe. Light year is used to measure the distance between stars in the universe. Number 2, the crossing over phenomenon. It causes the variation of genetic traits among the members of the same species. It is the main cause of variation of genetic traits, crossing over phenomenon. Question number 4, A. Write the scientific term for each of the following statements. Write the scientific term for each of the following statements. 1. It is the change of an object speed in 1 second. Acceleration. Number 2. A phase in which the cell prepares itself to divide by duplicating the genetic material. It is interphase. Interphase. Number 3. The center of the sphere that the mirror is considered part of it. What is this? Oh, it is center of curvature. Number 4. It is the total distance covered by the moving object divided by the total time taken to cover this distance. It is the total distance covered by the moving object divided by the total time taken to cover this distance. Average speed. Average speed. Number B. Give reasons for the following. 1. The velocity is a vector physical quantity. Velocity is a vector physical quantity because it has magnitude and direction. It has magnitude and direction. Number 2, the continuous expansion of the space. What is the reason or the cause of the continuous expansion of the space? It is the regular motion of galaxies away from each other. The motion of galaxies away from each other. 3. The focal length of the thick convex lens is less than that of the thin convex lens, thick convex lens, and thin convex length. We know that by increasing the convexity of the lens, the radius decreases and the focus will be nearer. By increasing the convexity of the lens, the radius decreases and the focus will be nearer. Last question, number C, mentions the assumptions of the crossing star theory. This theory assumes that the origin of the solar system is a big star, which is the sun. As we know, huge star approached to the sun, then it attracted the sun, and a great expansion of a part of the sun is formed. The sun escaped from the gravity of the star, and a gaseous line is formed and started to condense. The last step, the sun escaped from the gravity of the star, and a gaseous line is formed and started to condense, and it cooled, forming the planets. At last, I wish you all good luck, study hard, be ready, and may Lord help you all. Until we meet again, thanks for watching.